What is going on, guys? It is Nick back at it again with another deck profile. So recently I was running G.O.D BR. I did an updated deck profile. I updated it one more time right before I went to the preliminaries at my city. I added a secret rare and all that stuff in there. I did not do good with the deck, and at the end of the day, preliminaries, I think I went 2-3. That really frustrated me. I put a lot into that deck. It's not a bad deck. I don't want anybody to think that G.O.D BR is not a bad deck. It is a bad deck or anything like that. It's a good deck. It is a really good deck, honestly, but it is too slow for the meta, and really, it is not a competitive enough deck in order to do good in the meta. So I have since switched. I am now running Veku Ramp. That's what this profile is going to be on. So we're going to go into go really in depth in it. I'm going to talk about my card choices and the different things you can run, because the beauty of this deck is that it's so versatile. It's definitely the most versatile deck in the meta. As long as you got the main engine down with the Gokus, Vegetas, and Vekus, you can run anything you want, really. So let's go ahead and talk about the leader first of all. So leader Unawakened is just Gogeta. His activate main, you can once per turn look up the top 5 of your cards for a Goku BR, Gogeta, a Vegeta BR, or a blue Veku BR. And then shuffle your deck. It's really, really good. You can search searching that top 5 is really good. It helps you kind of dig deeper into your deck. Then you shuffle. If you play the one drop Goku or Vegeta first, and then look at top 3, put cards on the bottom of your deck, and then activate leader. Then the cards at the bottom of your deck are not at the bottom of your deck anymore, which is great. You can also see like what cards you do have in your deck. You can search top 5. I'm like, okay, well there's my there's this card. I know it's not in my life. Then you awaken when life is at 4 or less. Restand 2. Switch to active mode, and then it's active. Oh my God, this leader right here, best leader in the game in my opinion, man. Auto attack, draw 1, and then his activate main, which is not once per turn. You just pay 2 energy, put a card from your opponent's field to the bottom of their deck. That's it. That is so good. You can do that as many times as you want, as long as you got the 2 energy to pay. That's really good against Broly. It's really good against Frieza Prison. It's so good. And then his activate main that is once per turn. You can drop one of your energy and draw 2 cards. I love this leader so much. He's so versatile. Really, really, really good leader for this deck. So the first thing we're going to do, we're actually going to just go ahead and get into the main engine of the deck first. And that is going to be a 7-7 split between Gokus and Vegetas. So we run 4 of the 1-drop Goku, and then we run 1 of the 2-drop Goku, and then we run 2 of the 3-drop Goku. So this is what we're going to do. Like I said, it's like a 7-7 split. So we're going to have 7 Gokus, and then obviously we're going to have 7 Vegetas. So we're actually going to rerunning 3 of the 1-drop Vegetas, 2 of the 2-drop Vegetas, and 2 of the 3-drop Vegetas. You can kind of organize this any way you really want to. Like, you can run 3 of the 3-drop Gokus instead of having a 2-drop in there. If that's up to you. That's all personal preference, though. I like having the 2-drop Goku in there just because he does search a Vegeta for me still, and he's a 2-drop, less energy than the 3-drop, and he can still get to 15k and swing into lead. That kind of stuff is really nice. Really, these cards are just here to get Veku out. That's literally it, honestly. You use the 1-drops to search Veku as often as you can, or search each other to get your pieces going, and then that's about it. Every once in a while, you might want to pay the 3-drop Goku just to get a 20k on board to swing at lead for game if you have combo. Or you can get the 3-drop Vegeta on board to pop a card on the field. That's really about it. Other than that, they're really only used for the 4 Vekus. Now, this man right here is the heart and soul of this deck. He is what this deck is all about. As long as you have this engine right here, the 7 Gokus, the 7 Vegetas, and the 4 Vekus with this lead, you can run pretty much anything else if you want to. It's up to you. So what Veku does, he's a Union Fusion that you tap 3 for. You pitch a red Goku BR and a red Vegeta BR to the drop. Play him. He's a blocker barrier. And its auto is that when he's KO'd, you can, if your leader card is blue, Gogeta BR, which you do have, you choose a red Goku and a red Vegeta in your drop, add them back to your hand, Veku goes to drop, and then you place the top 2 cards from your deck to your energy, which is where the whole ramp comes from. It's fantastic, and he's definitely going to get KO'd because he's a blocker barrier. So they swing at lead, they swing at any other card on board, you block with Veku, he gets KO'd, and then there you go, you rank 2. The only way that this effect will not go off is if they simply minus Veku's power by 10k, because he's not KO'd at that point, he's just removed from play. And then, or if he just gets like sent to the bottom of the deck or whatever, where your leader itself is a really good counter to Veku, because you can just activate your 2 energy, put it to the bottom of the deck, and then they won't get to charge. So that is pretty much the main engine of the deck. That is what's you guys really need to run in order to make the deck function. After you have this main engine, it's pretty much like do whatever you want from there. Just literally all you need is just these 18 cards, and that's it. You have space to do everything else. So then we're gonna go ahead and get into the bombs of the deck. What you're really running this deck for is for these huge big boys that you can bring out like really early. So we're gonna run 3 Foreseeing Hit. We're gonna look at the 4 drops first. 3 Foreseeing Hit and 3 At All Costs Vegeta. This is it. You can run 4 Hit if you want to. I'll talk about why I'm only running 3 later when I get to other card choices. But basically, it's just for space purposes. 4 Hit was a little bit of overkill in my opinion. You really only need to resolve like 2 Hit, honestly. And that's pretty much going to be game at that point. You drop 1 hit out, rip 2 cards from their hand. That already is in itself is devastating. Having more than that is really kind of overkill in my opinion. So like that's why I have him at 3, because I want to see him. But I don't want to see him opening hand. And I want to see him like towards mid. After I resolve at least 1 Veku, then I'll start worrying about playing hits and playing other things. So hit's really good. You play him, you look at your opponent's hand, and then you get to place 2 of their cards that are 2 battle cards, 35k power or less to their drop area. Now, what's really good about this hit is it's 35k or less battle cards. So things like their super combos. If you want to place one of their super combos in the bottom and we into their warp, my bad, it's to warp for 2 turns. You can take one of their super combos, put it into warp. You can take one of their if they have like those like negate Gohans or whatever, put them in their warp. And then obviously like any big boy battle cards or whatever. It's really good. So 35k really covers a lot. Obviously it doesn't cover secret rare. And plus he has double strike with 20k. That's really good. And then this right here, this man right here, he is my game ender, or one of my game enders, honestly. So you play Vegeta. Auto, you draw a card as soon as he's played, and then you untap one of your energy, so he comes out for 3 basically. And then his activate main is that once per turn you can take 2 life, add them to your hand, and then this card will then gain 3,000 power for every energy that you have for the duration of the turn. And then if you have 5 or more energy, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it, and if you do that, this card gains triple strike. I have plenty of times gone to swing with this card, gotten them up to 50k before combo, pop a card on their field, and then combo up to like over 100 for triple strike for game. Like this is what that Vegeta does, man. He swings hard for game. That is it. There is no other reason why you shouldn't play him, honestly. He's just a really fantastic card. After that, we are going to be getting into our 5 drops here. We're going to be playing 2 Kefla and 2 Gogeta, Ultimate Fusion Gogetas. So, realistically, guys, you can take out the Kefla if you want to, but here's the reason why I run her. And I'll show you like a cheeky little combo with it later, but it's totally optional. But the reason why I run Kefla, she comes out for 5 energy, no problem. She swings once, you draw a card, she goes up to 30k, restands. Swing again because she has dual attack. Now she's at 35k, and you just drew a card off of her. And then that's still before combo. Now what you guys can do, I chose to take this out just for space purposes that you guys will see later. You could run also the Champa super combo, which will then you can combo with Champa, which will get her up to 45k with double strike, and you just drew 2 cards off of her, which is fantastic. But the main reason why I run Kefla is because of her ability to draw me cards whenever I see fit. And then obviously Gogeta, self-explanatory here, honestly, man. Play him, draw 2 cards, sparking 5. You play him, draw 2, and then you choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards, put them at the bottom of their deck in any order. That is absolutely fantastic, man. So you're literally just like, pay 5, draw 2, get rid of 2 of your opponent's cards. He's 25k double strike, swing into lead, all that stuff. Pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. There's really no reason why you should not be playing those cards. And then we can go ahead and get into our slightly bigger boys here. So we're playing 2 of the Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, 1 7-drop Gogeta, 1 Fu, and 1 secret rare Son Goku and Oob. These guys are game enders, honestly. Dragon Fist, not so much. These guys definitely are. So let's start with Dragon Fist. First of all, he does have barrier and double strike, 25k. He is a 6-drop, but he essentially comes out for 4 after you swing. So when this card attacks, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, return it to their owner's hand, then choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. That's when he swings, period. So as long as your opponent doesn't crush your ball or cold bloodlust you, that affects getting off. Even if they negate the swing, you still swung, so you still get to restand 2 and KO one of their, get rid of one of their cards, bounce it back to their hand. I find that really good because you can, bring him out, swing, restand 2, play another 4 drop. It's really good. And then next we got, so this guy right here, Gogeta Hero Revived, triple strike, barrier, deflect. He's a 7 drop. All you gotta do is play him, and if you have Sparking 10, if you have 5 or more energy, choose 1 card from your life, put in your drop, and your opponent shuffles all the cards in their hand into their deck, and then they draw 3. So that's really, really good against decks that really focus on out-advantaging you, having more cards in their hand, because then you can drop Gogeta on them, and they just lost their whole hand and had to just draw 3. He's really, really good, especially in combination. If you can pull it off, it does cost a little bit of energy to do so. You might have to do a little, activate some Sensu Beans, Awakening, all that kind of stuff to get this to go. But it can happen every once in a while. Fu, Shrouded in Mystery. This guy is the real game ender right here. Fu, listen, 6 energy, Overwhelm 10. When you play this card using Overwhelm, your opponent cannot activate skills on cards other than their leader until the beginning of your next turn. No negates, no drawing for super combos, no battle card effects, no activating barrier, all that kind of stuff. All of that is turned off until the end of your next turn. And he's 30k with double strike. Literally, actually just today, a little while ago, I was playing a test match, and I was able to bring out Fu, and I was able to turn off all their cards, swing. They can't negate, obviously, and then you just kind of combo up to like as much as you can possibly get for that last 2 damage if you can. And then lastly, we have Son Goku and Oob, Seeds of the Future. This is your secret rare. This is your true game ender if you can really pull it off. Double strike, dual attack. Obviously, you can only run one of them. His permanent doesn't really matter because you don't run a World Tournament leader, but his auto is what's the big deal here. So he's at 40k. When this card attacks, simply attacks, whether they negate the attack or not, or combo over the attack or not, doesn't matter. When he attacks, choose up to 1 card in your opponent's life and energy areas, place them at the bottom of their deck in any order. So essentially, you swing twice in 1 turn, your opponent is going to lose 2 life and 2 energy no matter what. Whether the attack goes through or not, they're going to lose 2 life and 2 energy no matter what. This card right here is a really, really good way to cripple your opponent to the point where you pretty much, either you're going to get game that turn that you bring him out, or next turn is pretty much going to be game because they've lost 2 life, they've lost 2 energy. You maybe have had a hit on board and gotten rid of their stuff, or gotten a couple of cards out of their hand. So yeah, that's pretty much it for your big boys. Now the stuff that you run for this package, like all your big boys here that you see here, this is completely optional. All of this stuff is up to you and your personal preference. I've seen engines where they're running the UI Goku engine with Victory Strike in there. There's engines where they're running the Goku Black stuff now. There's engines running like Baby Vegeta. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely personal preference. So then we're going to get into our extra cards here. This is also a little bit up for interpretation. This is personally what I do for Dimension Magic. Best negate for the deck. Controversial here, 2 Sensu Bean and 2 Objection. The reason why I only run 2 Sensu Bean and 2 Objection is because Sensu Bean is not necessary at 4. You only play a card at 4 when you really, really, really want to see it and you need to use it and activate it as soon as possible. Sensu Bean really, it's just a good card. Like, you just kind of want it because you can restand energy, and then you can possibly Sensu Bean will help you bring out more than 1 Veku per turn, or even bring out a Veku a turn earlier if you can do it in conjunction with Objection. And the same thing with Objection, pretty much. I mean, it just gives you an extra energy a little bit earlier. So I mean, if you have Sensu Bean and Objection in your hand at the same time, and you do have an extra blue energy in your energy, you can on your turn 2 activate Objection, charge an extra 1, hopefully charge an extra blue energy from your hand, and then you can swing lead combo with Sensu Bean, and you untap 2 at that point, and then you're able to play Veku on turn 2 instead of turn 3. So you bring him out a turn earlier, which is honestly really, really good. It gets you ahead of your opponent a little bit faster. Then for our pseudo and super combos, 3 Unbreakable Super Saiyan Gokus, and then 4 North Kai. The Super Saiyan Gokus, these can be Champas if you want to, like I said earlier, if you want to do the whole double strike thing. I was running that, and personally, I'm fine without the Champas. Like, it's a good card. It's a great card. Honestly, I'd even think about side decking it, honestly, but I just kind of want to draw the card instead. I'd rather have the draw one. And then for our one drop, we're going to be playing Intensifying Power Trunks. This can be Pan. You can run Pan as well if you want to, just because they do the same thing where you swing, take a life, and it helps you awaken a little bit faster. And the difference with Pan is that she bounces back to your hand at the end of the turn. The reason why I'm running Trunks is because when he swings, you take a life, he's at the 15k, but he also gains crit. And that crit is really what pressures your opponent there and causes them to either have to negate it or they have to combo over it. They have to waste some bit of resources in order to stop the crit from going through, because crit is just something that most decks can't afford to take. Like, yeah, I'll take a life because it goes to my hand, extra card in my hand, but crit goes to your drop. Not a lot of people want to take that. Now, a good combo you can do if you decide to run the Champa is on your turn 2, you can actually play Trunks combo with Champa, and then now he's at 25k double strike crit. So that's entirely up to you if you want to do that, but I'm personally just fine with just having my super combo here. You can still do the same thing, get yourself crit, he'll be at 25 single strike crit, but then you just do a card off your super combo there. So that's entirely up to you. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile, guys. Like I said, this is honestly the most versatile deck in the meta, in my personal opinion. You can literally play just about anything that you want with this deck, because it's just literally this engine right here, just this right here. All this other stuff is entirely optional. All you need is the 4 Vekus and then the 7/7 split Gokus and Vegetas along with this leader, and that's it. That's pretty much do whatever you want at that point. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. You can leave any suggestions, any comments in the description below. Please do so. Please like, comment, please subscribe, share this video as many people as you guys want to. I'm trying to build this channel a little bit, and I'm also trying to get my name out there as much as I can. The last couple of videos I posted have gotten really good feedback, so if you guys can keep that up, that'd be great. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.